How you guys doing?
All right, what's up, Coach?
Coach,
What does having Jonas? It sounds like he's probably going to play. What does it mean to have him back? What do you maybe see in his progression?
Yeah, he looks great. It doesn't look like his arm is affected or his elbow is affected, and he's playing fast. He's using his hand, and he's being physical. And so it's always good to get another good football player back, explosive athlete that knows the game and plays fast. So it's going to be good.
Physically, how ready does Randy look to you after the last couple of weeks?
He looks great. He looks ready to go.
You're in your shape from your Rams days. You see a lot of concepts that shock us.
Oh yeah. It's very similar to what we experienced for those 4 years together, and what McVay's using in LA. And so yeah, it's a lot of similar, but it's good. We feel like they do a lot of things that are going to challenge us schematically, and but that's the NFL. Each week you got to be ready to deal.
We have more maybe on Scott Close than later in the year, obviously. How do you go about sort of reporting that on guys? What is the key to handling those?
Yeah, I just think so much, especially early in the season, is your base fundamentals, and you're following your rules, and not trying to search for things. It's really got to be more about us and playing our game, and not worried about so much the opponent. And obviously we'll factor that in a little bit, but like at the end of the day, it's like, hey, we just got to execute our calls, and we feel like what we do has enough answers for anything that could show up.
Nick obviously finished the preseason with a good run there with a couple sacks. What have you maybe seen from him through training camp in the preseason, and what are maybe your expectations for him?
Yeah, he's continued to grow and get better, and the challenge is always going to be for him to continue to get better in the run game, and he's done a good job as a pass rusher. He's always going to be his winning edge, but as he continues to develop as a run blocker or a run defender, that's going to make him a better player.
Coach said Josie's kind of day-to-day dealing with a little bit of a calf thing. If he's unable to go in any way, shape, or form, what's your confidence level in guys like Justin Sternad, Alex Singleton?
Very high, very, very high. We feel like we've got a good group of guys that can, more than replace. And, obviously we're going to miss Josie, but, that's part of the league. Everybody, all the backups got to be ready to go.
Do you believe in having a specific corner follow a wide receiver around for an entire game, or do you think that needs to be balanced?
I think there's times for that. I think there's times where you just play right and left. There's times where you roll the coverage, do different things. Mm-hmm.
K1 missed some time, but has been back for a while. What do you like about what he does inside against that slot receiver?
Well, yeah, he does a lot of good things. One, he's going to give you good coverage, man-to-man, end zone, and then also, you bring a guy that, in a lot of instances now, with the way the NFL is going, they bring that nickel into the run game, and you feel like you got a guy that's really stout.
Go ahead. Obviously, rosters change around this time. You've had Darius for a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of his game, and what can he, help you with potentially this year?
Yeah, we like the fact that he's a good athlete. He can play inside, play outside. He's a smart kid. He's picking up the system really well. So far, I've been very pleased.
What was it like watching your former team last night, especially not being there on the sideline with them?
Yeah, you still root for a lot of those guys, and so, you kind of feel for them today. But, they got a good team. They got good players. They got a good staff. So very confident it'll rebound.
When do you finish your call sheet during the week?
We've got everything on there right now. It's my first time kind of doing one, so I'm still kind of looking at it and working through it. So I guess I'll know more about that process as the weeks come about.
While you're on the field during a game, obviously that's a big portion of a defense corner. Being able to see the field, is Coach Capers up in the box relaying information to you in terms of what they're doing?
Yeah, no, definitely he is. Me and Coach Capers get together in between series and kind of go through it and run down and go through the tendencies, our adjustments and stuff like that. And but at the end of the day, it's communication within the whole staff, all the guys upstairs, all the guys down below, and everybody working through identifying issues from their positions collectively and then working through it together.
What stood out about Henningsen to get that roster spot?
Well, he's, we talk about, we got to stop the run to have some fun, and, that's what he's done really well. He could play multiple positions inside. He could play the run game, and, from the system that he came from in college, he's very, very, very advanced in terms of being ready to play the techniques and stuff that we want to do.
Would you think they'll test you in the run game a little bit early?
Absolutely, no doubt.
What makes you think that?
Coach Carroll.
Do you think some of the preseason people haven't seen your starters yet, and there was some difficulty against the run early preseason? Do you think all of that factors into it?
No, I don't think so. It's like you said, those guys haven't played, and you hold so much back from the preseason, so I think we'll be fine.
As you go into this game, your first time doing it regular season, do you allow yourself to think about the journey at all, or did you already do that?
Oh yeah, I think that's always part of it. You're always reflective, and the other day, Coach Dixon popped in my office, and he just started talking about because he was the assistant D line at the Rams last year. I was a secondary coach, and we were just kind of like reminiscing on that last year, but also kind of thinking about the opportunity we both have now, and kind of cool to think about where we've come from, and but more excited about where we're going.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Coach.
guys.
Appreciate it.